Hello, class. My name is Brooke Johnson, and I'm here to talk about eugenics. Eugenics, by definition, is the science of improving a human population by controlled breeding to increase the occurrence of desirable heritable traits. This idea was originally developed by Francis Galton in 1883. He believed that desirable human qualities were hereditary traits. Eugenics became associated with genetic determinism, which is described as the belief that human character is entirely or in the majority caused by genes and is unaffected by educational living conditions. Galton published his observations and conclusions in his book called Inquiries into Human Faculty and Its Development. Eugenics policies have been conceptually divided into two categories, which are positive eugenics and negative eugenics. Positive eugenics focused on the idea of breeding desirable traits to improve the human race. This included the acts of giving monetary incentives in the form of tax breaks to encourage the best individuals to reproduce and pass on their traits, meaning they gave motivation for the best people to have more children, thus increasing the amount of people with these desirable traits in the population. This idea was very dependent on altruistic or selfless behavior on the part of those deemed unfit. The second approach, negative eugenics, comes into play when the idea of altruism didn't work. This is when unfit people were prevented from reproducing, often against their will. This approach included things like sterilization, marriage restrictions, and in most severe cases, euthanasia, which was the practice of intentionally killing an individual to relieve pain and suffering. Now, I don't know, but it seems to me that it's almost like someone just up one day and tells you that you have unfit or undesirable traits, so now we have to kill you. That's what it seems to me, but I don't think that they were the people who they killed off were in any type of pain or suffering to the point where they had to be killed off just because someone deems them not good enough. Also, I believe that eugenics was just like an evil practice that was dressed up to seem like it was positive and when it was helping the population. It's almost like a pretty snake. You see a snake, has a pretty color. It can even seem nice. Like, it doesn't seem like it'll bite you. It doesn't seem like it's aggressive, but until it does, then you realize, that's a snake. That's what it does. And so this practice was just dressed up to seem like, we're just helping the population have more people who are good for the world and have, good traits like smart and intelligent and things like that. And people who don't possess these traits, which in my opinion, could be due to their living conditions or, their lack of education. They don't possess these traits, so they're not good enough to be here. So let's, have marriage restrictions. Let's, take their power of not producing. Let's kill them. Like, it just, to me, it seemed like it was just a morally wrong thing that people just tried to dress up to make it seem like it was helping the population more so than harming. But it's not right to just come and tell somebody they're not good enough, so now I should kill you. That's not how things should go. I think everybody is good enough. So, if I can be intelligent, someone else can be intelligent. If that person can be intelligent, then the next person can be intelligent. Like, it doesn't have anything to really do with hereditary factors, in my opinion. Now, research shows, and according to Francis Galton, research shows that otherwise, but I believe that, social aspects and environmental factors, living conditions, lack of education, all things like that really do come into play when you're trying to talk about how people are and how they act. And I don't think that it has anything to do with the traits you possess.